Look, I'm gonna teach you how you can render skin in the simplest way possible, okay? So let's start the video. So first of all, we will start with the base color here, which is called as the mid-tone. And first of all, select the base color from the color palette, and I will apply on this canvas like this. And I can put a warmer or slightly saturated color in the mid section of the face for the blush. So I can put a saturated color here and put it on the middle section of the face like this, because in this section the more amount of blood flows, that's why this mid section of the face looks reddish. Okay, done. For the third step, choose the shadow color by shifting the hue bar and apply on the opposite direction of the light. So always remember this, shadows always appear on the opposite direction of the light. Okay, so for example, if the light comes from the top, the shadow will appear on the bottom side of the face or object. Okay, as well as if the light comes from the left side or the right side, the shadow will appear according to the direction of the opposite direction of the light. So let's put the shadows here on the face. And for the next step, we will put some deep shadows for the deeper section of the face as well as the depth. Okay, so we can put some deep colors and here apply on the face where it need to be filled. Okay, so just like that. And I can make some proportions of the shadows softer according to the facial planes with the smudge brush. Okay, so let's do some portions of the shadows here smoother. And now I can add some brighter colors to the brighter part of the face to give some more depth and brightness. Okay, I can apply it on the chin, neck, ears and different small portions of the face. Before after, look at the difference here. You can clearly see the difference here. Okay, and it's fully legal to bump the saturation in the middle of the painting, and you can also use the curves to adjust the brightness and the shadows of the painting. And now it's time to give some bounce light. If you don't know what is the bounce light is, so let me tell you. The certain amount of light which bounces after hitting some portions of the body parts or the objects which are placed near the subject is called as a bounce light or the reflected lights. So here I took some warm colors and put it on the cheeks, under the nose plane and under the sections of the eyebrows and ears, just like that. Now it's time to the SSS, which is called as a subsurface scattering. I can select a nice warm reddish color here, apply it on the meeting point of the light and shadow, just like that. And here I put the highlights to give the skin a little bit shine. Okay, and let's apply the highlights accordingly. Now I can smudge it down where it needs to be soft and leave some hard edges, okay, to balance things out. And now lastly, it's time to add some ambient light, or you can call it as environmental light, because it is the soft reflected light from the sky which falls on the shadow side of the face. Okay, because of its soft nature, that's why it won't be visible on the brighter part of the face. Therefore, let's apply it on the face. Okay, I'm not putting hard strokes, I'm just applying some gentle strokes on the face. There we go. So we finally finished the skin rendering tutorial here. In the end, I also painted the eyes and lips, but this is the final piece of the art. So let me tell you the steps. So first step, choose the base color, and for the second step we can apply the blush on the middle section of the face. For the third step, we can find our shadows where it need to be applied, and as well as deep shadows. Okay, and for the step 4, we can add some like more highlight colors or more brighter colors to the face of the brighter side of the face. For the next step, we added some bounce light here. For the next step, we added some subsurface scattering, and for the next step we added some highlights. Okay, and for the last step we applied some ambient light for the three-dimensionality of the face or the environment. Okay, so these are the steps that you need to follow if you are rendering a face. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something from this video, and subscribe if you want more content like this, and don't forget to hit the like button. Okay.